Hi everyone, welcome to Michelle on the Money. We're looking at the big stories impacting your wallet in the bi-state, from business to consumer news. We're going to start out with the old pedestrian bridge above Barnes Jewish Plaza because it's coming down. Crews are going to demolish it this weekend, so you can expect road closures and detours all around the hospital. Crews will also remove the glass and dismantle the steel. The old pedestrian bridge opened in the late 80s to connect the underground plaza garage to the lobby of the hospital, but a new and wider bridge opened back in August. This weekend, a brand new Steve's hot dog location is going to open up in Chesterfield. So this is right off of North Outer Road. The new location will officially be open for business on Sunday. But this is Steve's hot dog's first location outside of the city of St. Louis. Well, this month you can check out a new holiday pop-up that's popping up. It's very cool. It is a holiday-themed cocktail lounge in West County. So here's what we know. The Bling Holiday pop-up bar opened up earlier this week at the lower level of the Wolf Cafe Tap Room and Cocktail Lounge. That's right off Clayton Road. The pop-up bar will feature exclusive drinks and a cool food menu. Tickets for the 21 and up experience are $20. But do keep in mind that this pop-up bar will only be open until December 28th. And that is not the only holiday pop-up bar here in town. Avalanche Pop-Up Bar is now open in downtown. The Ski Lodge themed bar is located at Work and Leisure, which is just off of Locust Street. Inside the lodge, guests 21 and up can try specialty cocktails and holiday-themed food. Tickets do have to be purchased in advance, and they start at $12, but the lodge will be open through New Year's Eve. Well, more now on a major shakeup within the organization Greater STL Inc. Its CEO is now leaving for Ohio. This comes just weeks after he publicly criticized the president of the St. Louis Board of Aldermen. 5 on Your Side's Brent Solomon brings us reaction from those who are worried about the future of downtown St. Louis.
Our future is going to be brighter than our past, and it starts with the people in this room.
That's Greater STL Inc. CEO Jason Hall speaking before the local business community back in October.
One voice, one agenda, one metro with an inclusive agenda. Folks, that is our future.
Now, the man who's led the charge to unite the St. Louis region since 2020 is leaving for a new job in Columbus, Ohio.
Definitely surprised, didn't see it coming.
Tanner Tucker with the Downtown Neighborhood Association praises Hall's organization for making a lot of headway in just a few years.
They've really advocated for bringing additional security, additional funds downtown.
He also praises the group's proposal to invest RAM settlement money into downtown St. Louis. In this letter last month, Hall criticized Board of Aldermen President Megan Green because he thought she seemingly backed other ideas instead. It appears that you ended the public engagement process and that you had timed your comments to try to hold the line for your personally preferred outcome, Hall wrote. A sham process with foregone conclusions is no process at all. Green later reinforced no decisions have been made on what to do with that money just yet. Executives at Greater STL insist the timing of Hall suddenly parting ways is a coincidence. I hope this transition leads to continued growth for GSL and success for Mr. Hall in his new role, Green said in a statement Monday.
I hope they bring in another strong leader that can really push for change downtown, to push for additional funds, both private and public in the area, and really continue this momentum that started full steam ahead.
Brent Solomon, 5 on Your Side.
All right, well, right now we want to bring you an update on that massive E. coli outbreak linked to McDonald's Quarter Pounders, because that outbreak is now officially over. 104 people in 14 states, including Missouri, got sick. 1 person died, 34 others were hospitalized. The CDC says the likely source was from those fresh slivered onions. Also, a recall involving cucumbers has now expanded to Costco customers. The FDA recall is for cucumbers that are tied back to sun-fed produce, and it's because of a salmonella risk. Now, these were sold all across the country in a number of stores, from Walmart to Costco, but they were sold here in Missouri. They were also sold from October 12th to November 26th, and these are regular cucumbers, not the English cucumbers. And news of another recall, this one affecting dogs. Blue Ridge Beef has issued a voluntary recall for some of its dog food because of salmonella contamination. The recall affects the company's 2-pound log puppy mix. Now, according to the Food and Drug Administration, the products were distributed between August 6th and August 23rd. They were sold mostly in stores in Virginia, North Carolina, Maryland, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Massachusetts, and New York State, but you could still get it online. Well, good news for Anthem Blue Cross Blue Shield customers. Mercy hospitals and doctors will remain in network for you next year. Both sides announced the multi-year agreement on Wednesday. Mercy says the new deal provides Anthem members with continued access to care at all Mercy hospitals, outpatient care centers, and physicians' offices across Missouri. Well, disinfectant wipes are an easy way to clean up a dirty surface, right? But in some cases, using them might do more harm than good. Consumer Reports reveals the downside of this cleaning staple and what you can use instead. Here's Mike Bush.
Sales of disinfecting wipes skyrocketed in the early days of the pandemic. Disinfecting wipes are convenient, sure, but it turns out they're often overkill for a simple cleaning job.
Products labeled as disinfectants aren't simply cleaners. They also contain pesticides, and because of this, they require more careful handling than you might expect for a product that frequently appears on back-to-school supply lists.
In many disinfecting wipes, the active ingredients include quaternary ammonia compounds, or quats for short. They're effective at killing germs and are even used for infection control in some healthcare settings like hospitals. But quats can also trigger health problems like lung irritation, asthma, and allergies.
These effects are especially concerning for kids because they breathe more air per pound of body weight than adults. No kids should be handling disinfecting wipes. Keep out of reach of children is right there on the label.
The American Cleaning Institute said in a statement to Consumer Reports, disinfectants are safe when used as directed. Disinfectants should not be applied by children. Most routine household chores require cleaning, but not disinfecting. Old-fashioned soap and water will do the trick. If you like wipes convenience, there are plenty that clean but don't disinfect. The EPA has a list of cleaning products that are considered to be safer than others. But certain situations, like a stomach bug, call for disinfecting to prevent the spread of infection. Thoroughly clean and disinfect the surface and allow plenty of time for the area to dry. Make sure young kids are not in the room for a while. For Consumer Reports, Mike Bush, 5 on your side.
There you have it. All right, making national headlines this week, President-elect Donald Trump tapped a Missourian to lead the IRS. Former Missouri Congressman Billy Long is now set to fulfill that role. Long previously served 6 terms representing a Southwest Missouri district. And some troubling news for the economy. First-time job claims have risen to a 6-week high. Now, that is according to new data from the Labor Department, which shows that 224,000 people applied for the first-time unemployment benefits last week. That is 9,000 more than the week before. So despite the uptick in initial claims, the number of people continuing to receive unemployment benefits actually fell. A separate report also revealed that job cuts slightly rose in November compared to October. Those layoffs were driven by planned cuts in the auto industry. Well, get this. Right now, shoppers are turning away from dollar stores even while they're bargain hunting. Sales have plummeted at Dollar Tree and Dollar General, and retail analysts say a few factors could be driving this trend. Tight staffing, in addition to low hourly pay at the stores, have left aisles sloppy and also customer service poor. Meanwhile, stores like Walmart have stepped up their bargain strategy, following customer habits and selling items online. Warehouse clubs such as Costco and Sam's Club, along with online places like Amazon, have led to even more competition. Some sad news for your wallet if you're going to grab a bite to eat at Chipotle. The fast casual Mexican grill is looking to increase menu prices by 2%. Chipotle blames inflation for this price spike. Chipotle also acknowledged higher food costs as a response to online complaints about shrinking portion sizes. And starting next year, the holiday season will be the only time you'll spot books on sale at Costco. The company is set to remove books from most of its stores in just a few weeks. That famous table of books will no longer be found at 500 out of Costco's 600 stores starting in January. But that's just for the year-round sales. We should mention the books could still make a comeback September through December. City SC Soccer Stadium is getting some major international praise. City Park won the 2024 Prix Versailles World title earlier this week for Best Designed Sports Facility. So this recognizes the world's best contemporary architecture and design in several categories, including sports venues, hotels, airports, and museums. City Park, by the way, was designed by HOK and Snow Krylik Architects. Inside every seat is within 120 feet from the pitch. There's green space outside where you can watch the match on screens and order food from the stadium vendors. Kendrick Lamar and St. Louis native SZA are bringing their Grand National Tour to the Dome at America's Center. Their concert is scheduled for Wednesday, June 4th, and tickets are for sale currently right now. St. Louis, by the way, was one of just 19 cities chosen. How cool. All right, that's going to do it for our top consumer stories of the week. Thanks so much for joining us for Michelle on the Money. For more money stories like these, be sure to join me every day on Today in St. Louis at 6 a.m. In the meantime, we're going to see you again next weekend right here on the 5+ app.